303 Olympic gold medals. That is how much our neighbors China have won in their 128-year-old history of competing in the Olympics. On the other hand, our record stands at a double-digit 10. The math is very simple. We are 293 medals behind. What does the next 20-year vision look like for India?
Very beautiful question.
Meet Mr. Lawrence Bing, a former national football and hockey player, a true visionary in the Indian school sports.
Who runs BCCI?
Controversial question to ask. From his time as the hockey secretary at the prestigious 132-year-old Mumbai Schools Sports Association.
केरला का आप लोकल टूर्नामेंट देखो, इतनी क्राउड आती है जो ISL में भी नहीं आती और आई लीग में भी नहीं आती. It is a very shameful thing, I'm telling you.
Recognized on national television by comedians like Kapil Sharma.
अच्छा, मैं आप सबको बताना चाहता हूँ कि हमारे बीच में एक गेस्ट मौजूद है. आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है लॉरेंस जी. जब आप सब लोग ओलंपिक खेलने के लिए जा रहे थे तो इन्होंने बड़ा जोर शोर से प्रमोशन किया. इनकी एसोसिएशन है.
And awarded the Governors Award and Hockey India Award. Mr. Bing is a powerful voice on everything from grassroots to India's Olympic ambitions. What is your first reaction to the new sports bill that has come out?
After 1 or 2 months, nobody will bother to see. Now they have a vision for 36 Olympics, which they are planning to host, and Gujarat is the center.
भारत अपनी धरती पर ओलंपिक्स का आयोजन करने के लिए बहुत उत्साहित है.
सारे चीज बॉम्बे से गुजरात में ही जा रहे हैं. तो क्रिकेट भी गया, ओलंपिक्स भी उधर होने वाले.
This is Mr. Lawrence Bing on the Masterclass. Lawrence sir, welcome to the Masterclass. Last year, 2024 is when we met, and a year later we are doing this podcast. So thank you so much once again for doing this. How are you feeling today? Let's start off with that.
I'm surprised. Like last August we met in Nasik, and then again for this podcast in August. That is very surprising.
Correct.
So that same energy in Nasik and same energy today also.
Great. Let's start off with the hot topic, which is trending. The new governance sports bill, which has come out in July 2025, which aims to democratize the sports system and administration in India by limiting the tenures of the people who are in power, the higher administration of different associations. What is your first reaction to the new sports bill that has come out?
The sports bill has been made by some expertise,
Okay.
and Mansukh Malviya has nothing to do with sports. He is a politician. He is a PhD in political science.
Mhm.
And he's not an any background from sports. So this is a BJP strategy. As he's a sports minister, he has to say something in the parliament. So he has come with the new sports bill. I remember in 2011, 13 and 19, the same bill had come. Do the sports ministers know how many associations are there in India? Small associations.
Correct.
Is it possible for the sports body or the board to keep a tap on this all small associations, to send an election commissioner to conduct the elections? Do you think the small associations will report to this government body, like they are going to have an elections, so we want somebody to come from the national board, which is the new bill, which is saying we will keep an election commissioner who will come and do the procedure of these elections.
Okay.
So it is not possible.
Correct.
This bill will also, after 1 or 2 months, nobody will bother to see. And I believe not 10% also people knows about the sports bill.
Yeah. Like for our audience, those who don't know, can you break down what does the new sports bill actually mean?
See, they have brought some old and new combination of some reforms. They say that this bill will have a transparency
Okay.
in sports.
Hmm.
What transparency? जो एसोसिएशंस को इलेक्शन करना है एवरी 2 years और 5 years, और वो मोस्टली इलेक्शंस आर डन इन अ मैनिपुलेटिव वे,
Okay.
तो वो थोड़ी जाके बोलेगा कि हमारे यहाँ पे इलेक्शंस है एंड दिस इज द डेट, यू प्लीज सेंड योर पर्सन हु विल कंडक्ट दिस इलेक्शंस. नहीं, ऐसा नहीं होता है.
Hmm.
ये लोकल बॉडीज में भी नहीं होता है और एट द हायर स्टेज ऑल्सो भी नहीं होता है.
Hmm. Got
तो
it.
बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं, वो सब दे टॉक अबाउट द इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, दे टॉक अबाउट द करिकुलम
Correct.
in the sports bill. They want BCCI to come under the new sports board.
Hmm.
That is the biggest joke.
Got
वो
it.
हो सकता है.
I don't think so.
It is not possible. Not possible.
It's a private entity and they don't even pay tax as far as I know.
They show themselves an NGO.
Got it.
I remember last Olympic में BCCI ने फंड किया था
Hmm.
इंडियन ओलंपिक जो पार्टिसिपेट करने वाले थे.
Correct.
Do you think कि BCCI will come under the national body, the board जो भी बना रहे वो लोग? ये सारी चीज़ें बोलने की है.
Hmm.
अभी इलेक्शंस आ रहा है बिहार में, तो दे कम विद अ वेरी गुड स्कीम. स्पोर्ट्स मिनिस्टर कुछ तो करता है, ये दिखाने का रहता है उनको. एंड वेरी ओपनली आई विल से बीजेपी हैज़ टू शो समथिंग, दे आर डूइंग समथिंग. कुछ 36 ओलंपिक दे वांट टू ब्रिंग इन गुजरात,
Hmm.
अहमदाबाद, तो उसके बारे में बात करेंगे. बीजेपी ने जितने भी उनके पॉलिटिशियंस हैं, मिनिस्टर्स हैं, दे डोंट रन लाइक अ पॉलिटिक्स. देयर इज अ डिफरेंट वर्जन ऑफ पॉलिटिक्स हैज कम, दैट एकदम कॉर्पोरेट स्टाइल दे वर्क.
Okay.
खुद का मार्केटिंग,
Hmm.
बहुत ज़ोर से वो लोग के मिनिस्टर्स मार्केटिंग करते हैं. आई रिमेंबर किरण रिजाजू हैड कम टू स्पोर्ट्स अथॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया
Okay.
in 2018. एक आर्टिकल था इन 2018, स्पोर्ट्स अथॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया का हॉकी ग्राउंड
Hmm.
एकदम खराब है, एकदम खराब. तो मैं जब भी स्पोर्ट्स मिनिस्टर यहाँ पे आए थे साई में, तो आई मेड अ पॉइंट, एक कुछ 2-3 ही मिनट मेरे को मिले थे, काफ़ी भीड़ थी, तो मैंने उनको बोला कि बॉम्बे में ग्राउंड्स नहीं है, क्या आप ये कुछ कर सकेंगे बॉम्बे के लिए? यू विल नॉट ट्रस्ट, आप आज भी जाके साई ग्राउंड देखेंगे ना तो कंडीशन सेम है. तो क्या ये गवर्नमेंट बिल और स्पोर्ट्स बिल बना रहे हैं वो लोग? इट इज़ जस्ट अ लेटर. बाद में वो लोग सब भूल जाएंगे. बिहार के इलेक्शंस के बाद सारे चीज़ भूल जाएंगे.
Let's say sports and politics, which are two different ends of the hemisphere, when they both come together, do you feel there is a degradation that happens to the sport, which is the core of it? Like, for example, the Indian football team, which was called for the FIFA World Cup back in 1950, 3 years after we got our independence, hasn't been called ever again since then. Our ranking as of 2024 is 133. And the best record that we have put forward is of 94. That was in 1996. And since then, there hasn't been, much that has happened to the Indian football. As somebody who has seen the growth of Indian football from the grassroots level, you have been yourself been a football national player. What do you think has led to the downfall of Indian football? India was once called the Brazil of Asia.
See, there are many factors. I believe it is a very good administrator is needed for Indian football.
Okay.
I believe Saji Prabhakaran was doing very nicely. He was from a sporting background and he was a very good administrator. He's a qualified person, sports management and all these things. He's a doctor and PhD holder. Kalyan Chobe came, the BJP politician. He has spoiled all the football, not only in any part of states, but entire India. The reason is both I-League and ISL, they start from the month of September. If you compare I-League and ISL, nobody will like to play I-League.
Why?
ISL में पैसा बहुत है.
Okay.
Obviously they will go in for ISL. तो बचा है I-League. तो who will play I-League? कौन sponsors are ready to give sponsorship for I-League?
Got it.
There's no audience for I-League. There's no broadcasting rights and no top channels are coming ahead to do I-League. And 10 years before Star Sports and all, they used to do I-League. So players को compulsory they have to play I-League and ISL. तो व्यूवरशिप्स भी बढ़ेंगे और एक जो प्लेयर होता है वो देयर इज नो ऑफ सीजन इन फुटबॉल. ही हैज टू कंटिन्यूस प्ले थ्रू आउट द ईयर.
Got it.
सो देन डेवलपिंग आई लीग 2, जब भी आई लीग ही नहीं चल रहा बराबर से, आई लीग 2 करके क्या मिलने वाला है? सो आई लीग 2 एंड आई लीग 3 इज अ फेल्ड कॉन्सेप्ट. देयर शुड बी अ न्यू फॉर्मेट where from under 8 जितने भी आई लीग क्लब्स हैं, आई थिंक देर आर 8 आई लीग क्लब्स, एंड दिस 8 आई लीग क्लब्स दे शुड अट्रैक्ट द पेरेंट्स, द स्कूल्स, दे आर द स्टेक होल्डर्स. और अंडर 8 की बेबी लीग स्टार्ट करनी चाहिए. अभी ना व्हाट विल बी द बेबी लीग? मोहन बगान की एक टीम है अंडर 8 बॉयज़ की, चर्चिल ब्रदर्स की एक टीम है अंडर 8. लाइक दैट साइमल्टेनियसली ऑल 8 टीम्स आर देयर. मैं गारंटी के साथ बोलता हूँ वो बेबी लीग अगर लाइव करते हैं विथ सम ब्रॉडकास्टिंग लाइक पॉपुलर वन जियो पे या इस पे, तो व्यूवर्स बहुत आएंगे.
Okay.
पेरेंट्स आएंगे देखने के लिए. स्कूल्स दे विल व्यू कि हमारे स्कूल से एक सेकंड स्टैंडर्ड का लड़का आई लीग खेल रहा है. कुछ तो नया होना चाहिए. ये लोग का प्रॉब्लम है कि वो लोग फाइनेंशियल थिंग्स में वो लोग फंस जाते हैं. व्हेन दे कम इन पावर दे आर जस्ट बॉदर्ड अबाउट कि कितना पैसा आ रहा है और ये चीज़ में हम लोग कैसे वो पैसे का यूटिलाइज करेंगे. नॉट फॉर फुटबॉल बट फॉर देम सेल्फ. बीच में आई वॉज रीडिंग अ स्टोरी ऑफ आई थिंक न्यूज़ 9 का.
Okay.
सौरभ somebody, उन्होंने इतने सारे चीज़ें प्रेसिडेंट के बारे में लिखी कि वेरेवर ही वांटेड टू ट्रैवल वो कार का बिल वो भेजता था एसोसिएशन को, फेडरेशन को. वेर एक मिनिस्टर के प्रेसिडेंट के पास, एक पॉलिटिशियन के पास खुद की गाड़ी नहीं होगी. तो दीज आर वेरी स्मॉल. एंड मुझे बहुत सारे मिनिस्टर्स मालूम है जो यूपी में है, दिल्ली में है, उनके सारे लोग के एक एक घर है बॉम्बे में, बट स्टिल दे वांट टू स्टे इन होटल. जब भी गवर्नमेंट बात करती है कि हाई परफॉर्मेंस सेंटर्स, 7 या 8 हाई परफॉर्मेंस सेंटर्स है इंडिया में. इंडिया का पॉपुलेशन कितना है? 1.4 बिलियन. सो डू यू थिंक कि 4 या 5 हाई परफॉर्मेंस सेंटर्स आई थिंक फुटबॉल में तो है ही नहीं, सिर्फ हॉकी में है और एथलेटिक्स में है.
करेक्ट.
आई थिंक बैडमिंटन ऑल्सो दे हैव स्टार्टेड इन बैंगलोर, गोपीचंद का, और हैदराबाद में है. तो ये सारे चीज़ें हैं, ड्रॉबैक्स है.
But the ground reality remains the fact that in the financial year 2023-24, the revenue of BCCI alone stood at 18,700 crores. Whereas, let's say, the AIFF gets a fraction of it only. So, what can be done to ensure that they have the enough money, at the same time, they're taking it to the next level through media and through other forms of awareness that can be done?
आपने कुछ 12,000 करोड़ का बात किया.
18,700 crores.
18,700 करोड़.
That was the revenue of BCCI in the
अब मेरा रिसर्च थोड़ा कम पड़ गया.
शायद नंबर्स बढ़ गए होंगे.
नंबर्स बढ़ गए.
करेक्ट.
बट आई विल टेल यू,
या
और जो नया स्पोर्ट्स गवर्नेंस बिल बोलता है कि बीसीसीआई को अपने कंट्रोल में लाएंगे, अपने अंडर लाएंगे, अंडर द अम्ब्रेला.
ओके.
इज इट पॉसिबल?
I genuinely don't think so.
नॉट पॉसिबल.
Because BCCI controls the world cricket.
आईसीसी को भी उनका सुनना पड़ता है.
If they say that my team doesn't want to play, then they have no option but to move the venue to a whole different country altogether.
Yeah.
We saw that in the Champions Trophy.
वी सॉ इन द वर्ल्ड कप ऑल्सो,
Absolutely.
जहाँ पे नरेंद्र मोदी स्टेडियम में हुआ. एंड अर्लियर इट वॉज अलॉटेड इन बॉम्बे, एंड आई फील बॉम्बे और कैलकाटा में वो होस्ट था उसका फाइनल.
Okay.
हु रन्स बीसीसीआई?
Controversial question to ask.
तो इट इज बोथ प्राइम मिनिस्टर नरेंद्र मोदी एंड होम मिनिस्टर अमित शाह, एंड दे बोथ वर प्रेजेंट फॉर दैट फाइनल मैच.
The 2023 World Cup.
यस,
Correct.
एंड इंडिया लॉस्ट दैट. वो भी बहुत बड़ा क्वेश्चन है. लोगों को सब पता है, एवरीबडी नोज, बट दे डोंट वांट टू टॉक. ऐसा थोड़ी होता है कि एक बार फिक्चर्स बनते, इट इज़ ऑल डिसाइडेड कि सेमीफाइनल्स यहाँ पे होगा, फाइनल्स यहाँ पे होगा, और एक हफ्ते पहले तुम लोग सुनते हैं कि गुजरात शिफ्ट हो गया. सारे चीज़ बॉम्बे से गुजरात में ही जा रहे हैं. महाराष्ट्र गवर्नमेंट भी बहुत सारे ऑपोजिशंस यही बोलते. तो क्रिकेट भी गया, स्पोर्ट्स भी गया, ओलंपिक्स भी उधर होने वाला है. तो ये सब जुमला है. सो इट इज़ नॉट, यू कांट कंपेयर क्रिकेट एंड फुटबॉल और अदर गेम्स, हॉकी, कि वो लोग उस जो टक्कर में कर सकते हैं. गवर्नमेंट चाहिए तो कुछ भी कर सकती है. फॉर देम इट इज़ वेरी इजी. इन्वेस्टर्स, फिर कॉर्पोरेट्स, है ना. अगर वो लोग एक पूरे स्टेट का पॉलिटिकल बैकग्राउंड ही पूरा चेंज कर सकते, तो स्पोर्ट्स क्यों नहीं कर सकते. अगर बीजेपी ने आज थाम लिया तो हम लोग के मेडल टैली 100 हो जाएंगे. दैट इज माई गारंटी. 100% 100 होंगे मेडल टैली. ये आई थिंक नाउ वी हैव ऑलमोस्ट 10 years, and 10 years planning is very much needed. If BJP wants, miracles will happen. But if they don't want, so nothing will happen. So then it will be only a election campaign. But I really like South. They don't entertain all these politicians.
Correct.
They have their own world there. And, बहुत बार दुबई में दे से वी आर साउथ इंडियंस, वी आर नॉट इंडियंस. ये बहुत कंट्रोवर्सी स्टेटमेंट है, पर ये ऐसा सुना है मैंने. केरला में पीटी उषा सेंटर्स कितने पता है आपको?
Not sure about the numbers, but
हाँ,
I think frequently high.
Yes, very high, more than 50.
Wow.
और if you see Indian athletics, तो पीटी उषा एकेडमी से, सेंटर्स से बहुत सारे एथलीट्स दे रिप्रेजेंट इंडिया. एंड इंडिया में मेडल टैली भी केरला का सबसे ज़्यादा है.
Correct.
They are such a part of India where they don't entertain all these North politicians और उनका जो so called way of working. They allow each department to work on their own. They expect results. जब भी पीटी उषा सेंटर्स वो लोग बना रहे थे तो दे हैड अ विजन कि 10 साल में केरला ने डोमिनेंस करना चाहिए एथलेटिक्स में. एंड दे डिड, बहुत अच्छे लेवल पे दे डिड. दे स्टार्टेड विथ केरला ब्लास्टर्स एंड जो फुटबॉल टीम्स है. तुम्हें पता है कि केरला इज अ स्टेट वेर सबसे ज़्यादा फुटबॉल होता है इंडिया में.
करेक्ट.
और वो जो लोकल टूर्नामेंट्स के लिए देखने के लिए इतनी क्राउड आती है जो ISL में भी नहीं आती और आई लीग में भी नहीं आती. इट इज़ अ वेरी शेमफुल थिंग, आई एम टेलिंग यू, ट्रस्ट मी. ISL मैचेस में भी क्राउड नहीं आते हैं, आई लीग मैचेस में भी क्राउड नहीं आते हैं. पर केरला का आप लोकल टूर्नामेंट देखो. एंड द ओल्ड सिस्टम, व्हेन आई वाज यंग आई यूज्ड टू प्ले Krishna Shelar, then there are some top player, Krishna Shelar, then Salim Khaja, who used to play for RK. तो वो टाइम पे हम लोग जब भी मैच देखने के लिए जाते थे, दे यूज्ड टू अरेंज एक बैम्बूस से वो लोग बनाते थे सिटिंग अरेंजमेंट.
करेक्ट.
वो आज भी केरला में है. और उनके लोकल टूर्नामेंट्स में नाइजीरियंस यू विल सी प्लेइंग. तो इतना फुटबॉल केरला में होता है, बाकी के स्टेट्स में नहीं होता. बाकी के स्टेट्स में सिर्फ बातें होती है. दिल्ली बोलो, बॉम्बे बोलो या कैलकाटा बोलो. कैलकाटा में भी कुछ हद तक होता है, पर यू कांट कंपेयर केरला. केरला में अलग ही जोश है. Athletics is a less bothered game in India, but Kerala is doing very nicely. They have their own plans, they have their own ideas. Task-oriented people are working on it, or they are representing India. So it is very different. You see in India when it is such a big population, and you can't get 2-digit medals in Olympic.
That's a very sad reality because decentralization of power, that is, I think, what is required really as far as your conversation is concerned. It was in 2014 when Pro Kabaddi League had just come into existence, inspired by the model of the Indian Premier League. The same franchising model, there were sponsorships that was coming in, there was broadcasting right that was being sold. And it was exciting to see a field level sport making it to the national television and becoming mainstream and trendy. But the reason why that became trendy was because it was packaged and presented in a very, let's say, the premium manner, very premium manner possible. There was mats that was being introduced, a lot of other light and sound experience that came with it. But more importantly, the stories of people. Let's say people like Anup Kumar, Jasveer Singh, Manjeet Chillar, Pardeep Narwal. All of them were like small town boys, especially from the north of India, who made it big in the league, and their story. People were able to connect with the franchisee, and there was a storytelling that was majorly responsible for, the success of that thing. But the downfall of it started when these big players, they left the franchisee, they became part of other franchisees, and all of a sudden, let's say somebody like me, who hasn't watched the league for, let's say, 5 years, when we go back to seeing the league, we don't see the same old set of players. It's a new phase that has, come ahead. So my question to you is, do you feel like storytelling and media, that should be an integral part of the Indian football. Because what has happened is, over the years, a lot of players have come and gone. But today, if I ask a common person about how many football players can they name, it would hardly be less than 10, is what I think.
Kabaddi in India is played in the villages, not in metro cities.
Absolutely.
And these villages, small towns, they give Kabaddi a very much importance than the other games.
Correct.
So Star Sports got viewership only from the small towns and not from the metropolitan cities.
Hmm.
Today also, if you see in Bombay, so you will hardly see one or two. Like in Dadar, you will see Dombivli, you will see Thane, you will see. But if you see from Kalyan onwards, that side, every like Kalyan, Dombivli, Ulhasnagar, Ambernath, Badlapur, Neral, everybody has their own 5 to 6 clubs there. Till Karjat.
Kabaddi clubs?
Kabaddi clubs.
Okay.
I remember when I was very young and like in school days, so in Kabaddi they call Chaurangi.
Okay.
Chaurangi is like small villages. They come and they form a team and they play. They have their own Vyamshalas.
Okay.
In the Vyamshalas they go, they do exercise, and after exercise they play Kabaddi. So in metropolitan cities, Kabaddi is not famous. But the viewership are more in these villages. Ek bhi Kabaddi match, I'll give you an example. Sports World become famous with Kabaddi.
Okay.
Sports World is a new broadcasting channel. And very proudly I can say, I had introduced Sports World
Okay.
in hockey. And now they're a very big company.
Mm-hmm.
Very big company. You should just see Sports World.
Okay.
So now coming back to the football, you said media, storytelling for football. See, I'll tell you as an administrator what I should do. Forget what is happening and what is not happening. In football and the football players, Jinto, you have seen the football players, Indian football players.
Yes.
You have seen. You know Ashutosh Mehta. He is a product of Thakur. When I joined, he did his graduation.
You're referring to Thakur College?
Thakur College.
Okay. It's a college in Mumbai,
Yes,
Kandivali.
yes.
Yeah.
And I like Ashutosh Mehta very much. Very handsome. Very handsome. उसके जैसा कोई भी नहीं है. He's a football player. He has represented India. आज इंडियन एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर ने क्या किया उसके लिए? You see, Chris Gayle comes and do an ads for Kingfisher.
Yep.
Correct? You see Indian cricketers, those who are not able to talk, they are doing ads. तो वो ads उन लोग को कौन देता है? They have their own managers.
Correct.
उन्होंने वो प्रोफाइल बनाया है और उनको वो प्रोफाइल बनाने के लिए बीसीसीआई ने सपोर्ट किया है. तो यही सपोर्ट मैं चाहता हूं कि फुटबॉल में होना चाहिए. एएफआई का जो सेक्रेटरी है, प्रेसिडेंट है, हॉकी का जो प्रेसिडेंट है, सेक्रेटरी है, हॉकी प्लेयर्स, दे आर सो हैंडसम. आई रियली लाइक मनप्रीत. बहुत हैंडसम है. और कंपेयर करेंगे ये, दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग आई एम टेलिंग यू. फुटबॉल प्लेयर्स and hockey players. If you compare these all three teams, you will see more handsome guys in football and in hockey.
Okay.
पर ads किसको मिलता है? क्रिकेटर्स को. यहाँ पे दिस इज अ पॉइंट वेयर एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन का रोल होता है. इफ एक नेशनल बॉडी में तुम सेक्रेटरी या प्रेसिडेंट बनते हैं, हीरो होंडा आता है, इतने सारे स्पॉन्सर्स आते हैं, तुम उनको एक चीज नहीं बोल सकते यार मेरे फुटबॉल प्लेयर्स को एड्स दे दो. यहाँ पे लोगों ने टीवी में वो लोग को देखना चाहिए. दे शुड सी आशुतोष मेहता, मनप्रीत, सुनील चेट्री ऑन टेलीविजन एड्स कर रहे वो लोग. देन दैट नंबर व्हाट यू सेड ना, हार्डली 10 प्लेयर्स आई कैन, टू माई नॉलेज 10 प्लेयर्स के मैं नाम ले सकता हूँ. तो वो जब भी टीवी में वो लोग देखेंगे, बात करेंगे, ऑडियंस विल टॉक, यूथ आइकॉन्स बनेंगे वो लोग. जो फुटबॉलर्स है, हॉकी प्लेयर्स है, वो लोग देखेंगे देवेंद्र वाल्मीकि, युवराज वाल्मीकि, दे आर सो हैंडसम, दे टॉक सो ब्यूटिफुल. तो वो लोग को एड्स नहीं मिलते.
करेक्ट.
तो इट इज़ द ड्यूटी ऑफ द एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर. हॉकी में पंजाब से देर आर 7 to 8 players
In a single team.
in a single team.
Okay.
इंडिया टीम.
Okay.
महाराष्ट्र से एक या एक भी नहीं, केरला से एक, कैलकाटा से कोई भी नहीं. श्रीजेश.
Correct.
श्रीजेश को वो लोग अवॉइड नहीं कर सकते.
Irreplaceable होता हूँ.
हाँ.
Correct.
और श्रीजेश का जगह कोई ले भी नहीं सकता है. तो वाई दोज पीपल आर नॉट हाईलाइटेड एंड whose duty it is? The Punjab lobby in hockey, the administrator, they sit on the selection table and they tell Punjab, I want 6 players. But the administrator from the other part of India, the other states, they're not bothered. They're not bothered. This is a real fact. If they really have love for the state, so they will do wonders. I started this thing with only a single district, Bombay, where I used to try to influence my powers with Hockey India and request them कि from Bombay there should be one player. So as an administrator, it is not getting only sponsors का काम है. He should think for the players. What is best for them? कुछ ads मिलना चाहिए वो लोग को. और ये मेरे जो अंडर 19, अंडर 17 के बच्चे थे, आई डिड ऑन अ वेरी स्मॉल स्केल की कुछ बुक्स के ऐड है, एंड तो आई यूज टू गिव देम दिस एड. दे यूज टू बी वेरी हैप्पी कि मेरा फोटो आ रहा है मैगजीन में. या तो नेशनल लेवल पे कितने अच्छे से होना चाहिए. तो बहुत सारे हैंडसम प्लेयर्स आते हैं, बहुत सारे हैंडसम प्लेयर्स आते हैं, और वो लोग टीवी पे, स्क्रीन पे बहुत अच्छा एक्टिंग भी करेंगे, अच्छे से बात करेंगे, प्रोडक्ट भी अच्छे से सेल करेंगे. तो ये एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ने करना चाहिए. एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर्स वर्क दिस इज. तभी लोगों को पता चलेगा कि ये हॉकी प्लेयर है, ये फुटबॉल प्लेयर है.
You know, India and hockey, it's a very interesting relation because it's our national sport at the end. But if we ask let's say a 10-year-old kid, which is our national sport, I'm sure that most of them might mistake it to be cricket. Because that's how much cricket is celebrated. But once upon a time, you might be pretty much aware that the Indian men's hockey team was the most dominant team the world has ever seen. Especially from 1928 to 1980, wherein they went on to win some 8 gold medals in the Olympics. And of course, our greatest legend, Major Dhyan Chand, who was approached by Hitler. It's a very popular story that he was approached by Hitler after the Berlin Olympics to join the Germany team, and he was offered a very high post. But legends say that he declined that offer and decided to stick to our own team, because India hadn't become an independent nation until then. But in spite of the lack of resources, in spite of everything, we could do that back then. What happened now? And the other question that I have for you is, what does the future of Indian hockey look like?
See, hockey in India has revived.
Okay. Why do you say so?
There was a period in 1983 when Kapil Dev, the Indian cricket team, won the World Cup.
Correct.
That time there was a downfall for hockey
Okay.
because cricket and the cricket administrators, they introduced a magazine called Star Sports. And everybody, they used to like to read Star Sports magazine, जहाँ पे Indian cricketers के फोटो होते थे. And I remember still 83 का कपिल देव ने वो वर्ल्ड कप हाथ में लिया था स्टार स्पोर्ट्स का कवर पेज पे.
Okay.
Then where BCCI came into power, उन्होंने मार्केटिंग स्टार्ट किया क्रिकेट का.
Yeah.
And आप today, if you see all the newspapers, you will see one cricket photo is there at the last page where sports. Do anybody tries to understand ki why you see Gujarati paper, Marathi paper, Hindi paper, Madrasi paper, Malayali paper, or Assam, all over India.
As somebody who understands media, what I can say is that it is paid media.
Yes. तो BCCI ने ये सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ 83 में ये किया कि दे लॉट ऑफ मनी यार, दिस इज पेड मनी, पेड न्यूज़, और वो कोई दूसरा और एसोसिएशन या फेडरेशन कांट डू दैट. इतना पैसा देते वो लोग. So you will see everybody, if you, and I think at that time 83 के बाद सारे लोग न्यूज़पेपर, देयर वाज नो ऑनलाइन दैट टाइम, तो न्यूज़पेपर ही पढ़ते थे. बड़े बड़े फोटोज आते थे क्रिकेट के. फुटबॉल फेडरेशन, हॉकी फेडरेशन एंड अदर फेडरेशंस के पास टूर्नामेंट ऑर्गेनाइज करने के पैसे नहीं होते थे. तो वो डोमिनेंस वो लोग ने बरोबर से पकड़ा. 83 के बाद हॉकी डाउनफॉल हो गया.
Got it.
पर वापस नाउ इफ यू कम बैक, द इंडियन टीम इन कोविड में दे वन द ब्रॉन्ज मेडल.
Tokyo Olympics was that?
Yes. Before that, I would really like to take her name, Elina Norman,
Yeah.
who was a CEO. She was a lady who brought hockey back in India. Her plans are, I used to have a lot of meetings like on WhatsApp and then on the Google Meet. We used to understand, she used to understand the hockey in each part of the country.
Okay.
And I used to tell in Bombay like this is happening, or whatever tournaments we do. And thanks to media in Bombay, they used to cover the hockey stories, and Hockey India used to read the stories of Bombay, and they used to support. Elina Norman had made a base. That base was so strong, right from grassroots to seniors.
Okay.
There were 4 categories nationals in hockey. One was academies. She introduced all academies to register with Hockey India. And that academies used to play nationals. Then she made the normal nationals. Each state will play the under 19 and open nationals.
Got it.
Then she introduced the public and the private sectors also.
Okay.
So there was the government teams, the railways and all. They used to play nationals. And the corporate companies, they had their own another nationals.
Okay.
So altogether 4 nationals she had introduced. But there was a lot of controversy saying that ki one state, one unit, and the other local bodies like Vidarbha, Mumbai, they were totally finished
Okay.
in that one state, one unit matter. But she had a vision and a plans for next 10 years. That was very interesting. When I used to talk with Elena, so she used to discuss all these things. So in these 4 nationals, the crowd was 4 times more.
Yeah.
The people who were connected with hockey became in more numbers.
Got it.
That was her plan.
Mhm.
And I would say 90% her plan was successful. Because see, if you win one time Olympic medal, so in India we say it was his luck he won here.
Okay.
But consistency performing, the next Olympic also India won the bronze medal. Chalo, no problem. But we did podium finish.
Hmm.
So that is something planning and
The results seen there.
yes. So that was only because of Elena Norman.
Amazing. What was your honest experience as a secretary of the MSSA? What did you observe about the growing trend of hockey in India?
I would say that I was a part of the growing hockey in India.
Okay.
What was my job? I did. And very proudly, I would say I was a honorary secretary. So I did my job. One thing to work in hockey was a very fun and always encouraging was Elena Norman wasn't CEO.
Hmm.
As an administrator, each and every state secretary or a district, they used to be in connect with her. So a real leader she was, but she never came in picture. All what I learned from Elena is she did the development of hockey, but she never came in for interview or any media,
limelight.
any limelight. She used to attend the closing ceremony, opening ceremony.
Hmm.
She used to attend, but she used to never talk with the media.
Got it.
So that was her way of working.
Hmm.
And I believe that the roots of hockey in India, what she made is so strong that there will be no downfall for hockey.
If given a chance, would you go back to the role of a secretary? And what is that one thing that you would like to change? Something from the past.
See, going back to MSSA, it's a very big thing.
Okay.
There were a lot of ups and downs. There were a lot of miscommunication
Hmm.
and misunderstanding.
Hmm.
For my audience and for everybody, my apologies for Father Jude. He's a great person. Spending 16 years in MSSA for the honorary post. No Tom, Dick and Harry like Lawrence can come and challenge him. So all that things were all miscommunication, misunderstanding, where I tried to contest as a president for MSSA elections.
Okay.
So again, I would say from my heart, I felt very sad. But I have a good connection with Father. I'm really planning to come back, but it all depends on Father Jude
Okay.
and the committee members.
Hmm.
Let's see if things work.
I would like to bring you back once again to the highest sporting event of the world, the Olympics. 303 Olympic gold medals. That is how much our neighbors, China, have won in their 128-year-old history of competing in the Olympics. On the other hand, our records, it stands at a double digit 10. The math is very simple. We are 293 medals behind our neighbors. Speaking of the last Olympics, the Paris Olympics of 2024, we could not win even a single gold. While on the other hand, our neighbors, Pakistan, they took home one.
Yeah, the javelin
Javelin
you're
throw,
talking.
correct. What does the next 20-year vision look like for India? Because what I believe is how much ever we use our culture as a soft power to influence the world, at the end, sports remains as one of the topmost priority. And we are lagging behind in that as far as the statistics is concerned. And that somewhere makes us a loser in the global race. Where does the solution lie?
Very beautiful question.
Thank you.
There are 2-3 things I want to tell you. We don't plan our athletes at a particular age. We need to have a plan for next 10 years. Select athletes, work on them, work on the monetary, the infrastructure, sending them at the different conditions in the world. Conditions, I mean to say the climatic conditions. So they should be habitual with the cold countries and the extreme hot countries, and in India like how. So for all this planning, the Indian Olympic Association does nothing. Good example I will give you. Narsingh Yadav. He was like caught with WADA, and he was like some substance was found, which was drugs found in his urine, and he was debarred from playing Olympics. Most funny thing I will tell you, when the Indian government, they knew that he can't play because that substance what was in his body will be effective till certain period, and before that substance dissolves from his body, Olympics was there, and media had made such a hype कि every country knew that the moment Narsingh Yadav plays, the opponent will say, I want to check his that substance, he has taken any drugs or for fair competition.
Got it.
So why Indian sports administrator send him to the sports village? Was it a correct decision or wrong decision? Where as soon as he entered there, the Olympic World Committee, they said he can't participate, and he came back. So that is a poor administration from India's side. So proper planning is not there. Now if you say, I again repeat, India's population is 1.4 billion. Correct? In that 1.4 billion, high performance centers in India are something 24. Half of them are run by the Sports Authority of India, and hardly 6 or 7 are by some corporates. You don't think these numbers are so small with such a big population? If BJP wants, the ruling government wants the Indian Olympic system to change and get 100 medals, so it is possible. We are talking about 10 medals now. BJP wants, will get 100 medals. They can do anything. But their interest should come to sports in India. The moment they decide So now they have a vision for 36 Olympics, 2036, which they are planning to host in India, and Gujarat is the center, Ahmedabad is the center. Trust me, through this podcast, there will be miracle happening. You will get that figures. But still they are not serious. One fine day they will be serious. And the numbers will be,
Skyrocket.
I can say at least 50.
Wow.
So that is very important and needed at this time for Indian sporting, like Olympics also and other games also. It is very easy for them to just for a one call for this corporates to come and fund for football and hockey and other games. Now, planning for 10 years, I wanted to, what I research and what I feel, take an athlete who is like 12 years, 14 years,
Okay.
and he has performed very good in the national level, school games.
Okay.
So there should be some corporates who should come forward, adopt that child. Whatever is training and all these things, that everything will be taken care by that company or a corporate entity.
Got it.
I am sure there in India there are more than 100 such companies like their turnover is in billions. And investing very small amount, what JSW had done for Neeraj Chopra. So they had invested, long-term investment was there, and results everybody know.
Correct.
So these policies government should adopt and ask this. And that I said, again, BJP only can do. The moment they feel, they will ask all the states, adopt athletes. We want medals at anyhow. So that 10 years ka hai na, 5 years only they will do miracles. But today's system, our athletes, they don't know before 6 months they are going to participate or don't. They are participating or they are not participating. In all the federations where all these politicians are there.
Correct.
So these politicians, they decide. Ki, wrestling was a very big example. How everybody in India, they came to know how, like, the deserving athletes, they don't participate. Some other, they participate.
Yeah.
They don't have the proper selection procedure. So this is happening in all the games.
Okay.
So that is the reason I told you, the ruling governments, if one day they wake up and they say, ki we will change, so there will be drastic changes.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they are also very busy with horse trading in politics. So why they will put their interest in cricket and other games?
So a very controversial question to ask, but I think we should bring that up for the audience. The fact that our Olympic medalist, Sushil Kumar, was involved in a murder case which came out the last year. My question to you is, what can the government do better for our Olympic medalists to ensure that they don't go in the wrong track once their peak time of their career is over, once they have brought the laurels and the medals to our nation? What is your take on this entire incident?
Sushil Kumar is a wrestler.
Correct.
And he has won 2 medals. Why don't we bring Sushil Kumar as a president for a wrestling federation? Why politicians are needed?
I think that's how the system was always.
I believe these athletes who are retired,
Correct.
they finish their sporting career. If these athletes who have made the nation proud by winning Olympics, gold medal, silver medal, bronze medal. Don't take about wrestling only, other games also. So once you play at that level, you represent India. So athletes know, they know what is in and out in the nation.
Correct.
A bill should be there where the sports governance bill should include these athletes will be involved as a president or as a secretary for the particular game. Their games, like, because then there will be a proper ecosystem for their own respective games. So all these things, unwanted things will not happen then. A politician influence, selection procedure. I will tell you, for football, there are clubs, they participate I-League, I-League 2, ISL. These clubs, they hire agents who have done sports management. It's very trending, sports management. Any Tom, Dick and Harry who has nothing to do with sports, he has never played sports, but he has done a sports management and he travels abroad. And his designation is he's an operation manager, operating manager, then analytic something, then he's a HR manager, he's a sports marketing manager. All these fancy words have come, but they don't know anything about sports. So these clubs, what they do, they hire these sports management guys, and they do the sports management for 2 years. They shell out something 8 to 10 lakhs rupees fees.
Okay.
And what they do, they reach to people, the sporting players, and ask them to join the club, pay some huge amount. This is how the I-League club is operating.
Good.
The I-League clubs are depending only on these players who will pay and play for that club. Do you think this system of working in Indian football will help or grow the Indian sporting system?
I don't see that happening.
Then there are so many players, not only in football, but volleyball, pro kabaddi and all. There are agents. They directly give them the rates. These are the rates. We will put you in the team. Especially in football.
Got it.
So this is a system. So we'll go back again, what you said. These are celebrities when they win medal for India and when they represent India. So they should work on the sports what have given them, and they have to return it back to the game.
Got it.
Rather than having a politicians as a president, right from the local district association, we need some politician who can fund.
I think, sir, with that, we come to the end of this masterclass. It was so much insightful to hear you speak about the grassroots level activation that's required, all the way up to the Olympics that we aim in the next 10-20 years. Thank you so much for doing this once again. And before winding up, any final words from you to the audience?
Respect parents. Respect parents. I love my mom, dad very much, and they too love me very much. And whatever I am, only because of them.
Got it.
So parents' blessing is always needed in every sector, not only in sports. Their blessings will always keep you shining in the world.
So I wish you all the best for your journey ahead, whatever you have been doing to uplift the Indian sports largely, because that is what we need in today's day and age as a nation, and that's what will help us establish that soft power in the world, as we were mentioning. All the best to you for your journey ahead, and we hope to have you soon once again for the podcast.
Thank you very much, Jinto, for calling me.
Yes.
It was a good session. I enjoyed it. Hopefully, I don't know, did you enjoy it?
Absolutely.